Howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here. Today's video is going to be a very, or at least a slightly different video than what we normally do. Today, I am going to be doing a sort of rant video, but it's also a look back video. Basically, I'm going to explain my griefs about a certain show I love, and I'm going to be looking back as to why I think I have those grievances with it, and how those issues could maybe be solved in the future. I don't know how to solve them, but there is a problem and we have to look at the solution here. So, what am I talking about? Well, today we're doing another Ninjago video, and we're talking about the ninja Kai. So, for those who don't know, Kai is my favorite ninja. He has been my favorite ninja since day one. Ever since I watched the pilots of Ninjago, I adored his character, and he's always stuck as my favorite from then on. He made a good first impression. In fact, his first impression was so strong in the series, it kept me loyal to his character for the rest of the show. And that's the thing about Ninjago, is that it has a lot of strong characters in it, especially of the main six. We have fans for each of the main ninja. You'll have your Lloyd fans, your Cole fans, and whatnot. And for a show that has been going on for about almost 12 years at this point, it does make sense that it would have to develop these characters. You know, of the six characters, you need to be attached to these characters in order to keep watching the show for over a decade. And that's what they do. All these characters have gone major development in their series. Cole, Lloyd, and Zane are just but the few who had really strong development. Some had good development, but it kind of got lost on them, like Jay and Nia. But overall, the series does make sure to give each ninja a focused season where they can shine their brightest. And of course, the fans can be happy that their favorite ninja is getting the spotlight. And this is where today's discussion comes into play. So today I am doing another Ninjago video essay on why Kai has been done the most dirtiest in the series, and this is a trend I have noticed, where every time the showrunners and the writers try to give Kai some development, they keep taking it away from him, and in the end, kind of regress his character in some shape or form. I'm also going to tell you at the end of this video, despite all this time that has passed and despite all that has happened to this poor guy, all the crap that the writers give him, he is still my favorite ninja, despite him very clearly not being the writers. So let's hop into it. So let's talk about Kai real quick. Kai is the red ninja and the master of fire in the Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu TV show. He has a sister called Nia, and he's one of the 4 original ninja who are supposed to protect and help the Green Ninja attain his destiny, that being defeat the Dark Lord, Garmadon, and later changed to the Overlord. Kai's arc in the first 2 seasons or so, well, mainly the first season, was him thinking that he was a Green Ninja and then realizing that he wasn't. He was instead supposed to be the Green Ninja's protector. And he also had to realize that not everything is about him. He didn't have to make it all about himself. And of course, before season 1, we had the pilot season, which focused on Kai learning how to become a ninja and learning how to be part of a team, realizing that he can't do everything on his own. So right there, we have a strong character arc for Kai, where we see that he really is a prideful guy. And that's the thing about fire and the color red, I guess, to an extension, is that red really symbolizes a lot of things like pride, anger, and love. And that's kind of what Kai is as well. He's a very hot-headed and prideful person. So making him the fire ninja and also making him the one who has to learn how to adapt to a team was really great on the writer's part. And again, I also really love his element, fire. Fire, out of all the elements in the show, is one of my top 3 favorite elements, aside from other things like amber or golden power. Fire really is up there with the elements I love so much. And so the fact that we got to give this to our original main character is hella cool. Not to mention, Kai was also the leader of the team in the first couple seasons. So again, he had a really strong start. However, I cannot overlook the fact that the show seems to hate him as they keep doing Kai dirty. Every other ninja gets development of some sort past the first 2 seasons, but Kai is the only one in the show who feels hell-bent on regressing, and I am going to prove that season by season. The cracks, however, do show up in season 4. This was supposed to be Kai's first official season as the Focus Ninja. Because remember, every ninja got to be the focus for many episodes on end. Kai only really got 2 episodes in the pilot. Here, we were promised to get 10 episodes dedicated to him. I like the arc he went on about overcoming his lingering jealousy of Lloyd, which finally led to him destroying the elemental staff. This was all really good stuff. I like how 4 seasons of build-up led up to this really satisfying conclusion. The problem begins immediately they get off the island, though. It seems as if the show didn't know what to do with Kai after that point, as his character arc was basically complete. So they decided to make Lloyd's family drama the focus of the last 3 episodes, despite it being the background plot for most of the season. This made audiences think that Lloyd was the true focus of Tournament of Elements, even though Kai was the one who was present in all the advertising. Point is, he was shamelessly robbed, and I know I am not the only one who could tell that there was a quality drop in Tournament of Elements after they got off the island. Have you ever noticed how the last 2 episodes just didn't seem to hit as hard as the first 8? Yeah, well, now you know. In Season 5, Kai gets some cool development. He promises to be a big brother to Lloyd and to take care of him after Gambadon sacrificed himself. This makes a lot of sense considering Season 4 is where Kai finally dropped his jealousy arc and became Lloyd's true protector, to a point that he even said, "I'm gonna be your older brother now." This was great character progression. And what I love more is that once Lloyd is possessed, Kai feels as if he failed Lloyd, that he wasn't able to live up to the promise he made him literally on that same day. However, there is an issue with Lloyd being possessed. The ninja end up being lost and confused in this arc. They act as if they don't know how to function as a team without Lloyd, which is not true because the first 2 seasons exist. You guys were fine without Lloyd and your powers before all this. Why this confusion now? Also, since when was Kai afraid of water? Anyway, Kai still gets his moments by fighting for Lloyd even without his powers. He gets some good screen time. Until episode 9, where all the ninja get mechs and vehicles except Kai, who gets a dumb bandana. I know they weren't able to produce enough toys for possession as the factory guys were rushed and under pressure, but still, really? Anyway, after season 5, things go downhill very quickly for Kai and the writing of his character. And it is not great. In season 6, aside from Wu and Misako, Kai is the first ninja to get captured by Nadakan, meaning no development from him for the rest of the season. In season 7, he had to share the season with Nia. My boy seriously cannot get a season to himself without it being shared or hijacked by someone. And it's frustrating because Nia doesn't even share hers, but more on that later. Then there's the movie, in which Kai is the only member of the team whose powers make things worse for everyone instead of having a cool scene with them. And then there's season 8, which changed a lot of things after the movie, Kai being one who wasn't spared. From season 8 onwards, Kai became less of a competent hothead and more of a comic relief, which in itself is funny because Jay was already the comic relief. But no, they decided to treat Jay more seriously while Kai just became funny guy. From here on out, I cannot recognize this guy. This man ain't even Kai. He red guy, man. He red boy. This ain't my Kai. This guy from Ohio. They even changed the goddamn hair. They changed his iconic hair. How do you expect me to forgive that? In season 9, Kai actually does get a cool scene in the finale where he comes up with the idea to trip the Oni Titan. That was a genuinely good scene, but it's from only 1 episode out of 10. In season 10, we do get a glimpse of old Kai back as he is tasked with reforging the golden weapons of Spinjitzu in a really cool episode. Sadly, this is the last we'll see of our beloved blacksmith. In season 11, they market it as another goddamn shared season with Kai and Zayn owning their halves. This is dumb, as in the Fire chapter, Kai gets little to no development as his powers are taken away. He's asleep for an entire episode and then proceeds to spend the rest of the season whining about having no powers. I mean, he's the only one not to get a glow up when he touches a forbidden scroll of Spinjitzu. How do you mess up that badly? And don't even get me started on how Zayn was supposed to be the main character for the Ice chapter, yet isn't even present for 99% of it. Did you know that in the original script for season 11, Kai and the Ice Emperor were to have an elemental showdown in the finale, but they rewrote it so that Lloyd and Akita were there and leave poor Kai to kill the dumb dragon. Another season where Lloyd just completely jacks the finale. In season 12, Kai gets to do cool things for 1 episode before unceremoniously dying a couple episodes later. And then just doesn't get any development or screen time for the rest of the season. In season 13, Kai is left on a dumb side quest with Zayn as they lead the Geckos. That plotline barely goes anywhere. In season 14, Kai has about as much impact on the plot as a piece of wood. In season 15, Red Boy here feels a lot dumber in this one especially. Anyway, Kai stays in Ninjago to play video games while Nia and Maya travel to the deep. Yeah, let him stay on the surface, because if there's one thing we need to keep consistent, it's that Kai hates water. We must never forget that vital piece of information. Because remember when he said he would swim in season 2? No, 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 no. The canon is Kai cannot swim. Let's all remember that. And note how it's only Nia who's advertised as the main ninja in this season, while Kai is in the background, as always, despite him having to share season 7 with her. Oh boy, and don't even get me started on season 16. Kai isn't as depressed about losing Nia as Jay is. He goes on to train kids in a dojo and pretend nothing is wrong while Jay is wallowing on an island. Like, you know you've messed up when the boyfriend is more upset about losing his girlfriend than the girlfriend's brother. Also, another thing that kind of annoyed me about Crystallize is that apparently Kai and Skylar were never dating by season 16, even though I swear they were dating by the end of season 9. Like, someone pinch me. I'm not crazy. I remember that, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much how the series has degraded Kai in my eyes. He went from one of the most famous and beloved ninja in the early days of the show to just a joke, and I blame the writers because it seems like they don't care about him at all. Like, they gave Jay 2 seasons of his own, Lloyd has like 4 or 5, but you can't so much as gift Kai 1 to stand on his own. Like, come on. I mean, as of this point in time, Kai still hasn't beaten any major villain of the show just yet. Jay has beaten characters like Unagami and Narakan. Lloyd has beaten the Overlord countless times. Hell, even Zane got to have a jab at the Overlord. Have you realized that in all of Ninjago, Kai is the only ninja, he's the only member of the team to never take down a villain. He has never been able to take down a major villain for the entire series. How have you neglected him this badly? And so when I see people out there saying Kai isn't their favorite ninja, oh, he fell off, or things like that, I can't even blame them. I can't even get mad at these people for not liking Kai as a character anymore because not even the show likes him. Seriously, the writers feel like they need to crap on him every chance they get. Poor Kai cannot even get a break. He can't even beat a major villain. He is just there to be the comic relief and the butt of the jokes, which is annoying because that role was originally meant for Jay. Mind you, again, this video isn't made to hate on the ninja lover, to hate on lovers of the other ninja. Be a Lloyd fan, be a Jay fan, I don't care. You love them for your own personal reasons, and I like that. For me, it just hurts to see Kai, the guy I originally fell in love with, who was honestly, arguably, the best written of all the ninja, get degraded this much and it has nothing to his name. After 16 seasons and a special, Kai has nothing to stand on and nothing to claim as his own without having to share it with another character. And it really is sad. Don't get me wrong, I still love Kai. I still think those first few seasons with him was some of the best character writing I've ever seen. Especially the first 4 where they paid off his arc of jealousy so well. And having Moro be a sort of mirrored version of Kai. Like, what if Kai went evil? And I like that. I really do love that. I just wish they could have written it better and given us more satisfying conclusions as the series went on. I still love Kai. I'll always remember the hothead who still kept the team together no matter what. And obviously, I'll still love Ninjago forever and always. I'm still gonna watch this new series that comes out. I know the ninja's still gonna be the main character, so it might as well be season 17, but I'm still gonna watch it. However, at the end of the day, I cannot forgive this show, and the writer specifically, for turning one of my favorite characters into just a punchline. As said, I will always love Ninjago, and I will always still cherish my memories with Kai as my favorite ninja and following the cool arcs he went on. But there is even a point where I have to draw the line and say, okay, give him something to work with. And yeah, that is my character dissection / video essay on the downfall of Kai. How the show really loved him at the start, but then they began to do him dirty as the years went by, and they began to use other ninja for the poster boys of the show, that being Lloyd, Jay, and even Cole, and leaving Kai in the dust. There isn't necessarily a happy ending to this because that's kind of where his character is as of now, so I don't really know where to go with this. The only rebuttal I can give for Kai, for the show to have any chance of redeeming him and bringing him back into the fold and making him one of the most respected characters in the show again with well-written arcs, is to simply just give him his own season. Give him his own season where we delve into his character, where we get to see him overcome challenges and finally take down a major villain for once. Out of the last 16 seasons, he hasn't done that. And so here we finally get to see him take down a major villain because he grew as a character. Give him a season kind of like what you did for Cole, honestly. Cole's season, Master of the Mountain, was something that fans have been waiting for forever. Because up until that point, Cole never really had a focused story on himself except Day of the Departed. And so the showrunners finally listened to the fans and gave him a season to stand on his own. And all I ask is they do the same for Kai as well. Have them go to a fire realm or something. Have his powers grow there. Have him take down a villain. Have him realize that, yeah, maybe it's not all about me, but I need to also put other people ahead of me. Or some other lesson he needs to learn. Apparently from the new book they released, which is canon, I haven't read it, but Kai goes on a similar journey as he did in season 11, where he realized his powers don't make him, which is a dumb lesson, because even from the first few seasons, Kai never relied on his powers to help him. He always made it about himself. That was the thing with Kai, is that he was a self-centered character who learned that, hey, other people matter. It's not always about you. His powers were never his central being, basically, for the first couple seasons. That was something that the new seasons introduced, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Go back to his roots. Go try and build him up from the ground up instead of trying to shove new arcs in there and then repeating them like they did. And like I'm seeing here, like they repeated his arc in the book. They gave him the same arc in season 11. I'm not a huge fan of that. So yeah, basically all I want from this new Ninjago series in 2023, I don't know if it's called United or not, is give Kai his own season. The first season will obviously have to be a team season because you're introducing the audience to the world. But like season 2 or 3, have it focused on Kai. That's all I ask. Give him a season to call his own. Give him an arc he can be proud of, and give him a villain he can finally take down. So that when people are talking about their favorite ninjas, Kai fans aren't in the corner being like, yeah, we haven't gotten any good Kai content since like season 4. So yeah, that's my dissection of the entire series. I tried my best to structure this argument well. It's been a while since I did a Ninjago video, so maybe that's why I'm a bit rusty at this, but yeah. Anyways, guys, tell me what you think. What do you think of Kai's character? Do you think he improved past season 4/8, depending on when the shift happened, or do you think he regressed? And do you think he needs a bit of limelight? Do you think he needs time to shine once again? And how about it's time that the writers stop treating him so badly, stop hating him so much, and give him something well? Or do you think he's all right? Let me know what ninja is your favorite, by the way. Tell me which ninja fan you are, if you're a Lloyd fan, a Zane fan, and whether or not they improved as the series went on. I'd like to know. Thank you so very much for watching, guys. I've been Captain Phoenix. Be sure to like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to be part of the team. And with that, I will see you in another universe. Goodbye, my Rangers.